All right, y'all, we're back with another episode of Power Moves with me, Lauren Powers. Today, I'm giving a little health CEO training, okay? I sometimes get a little preachy on my episodes, especially, if you follow me, I get a little, rambunctious. Today is one of those episodes, okay? So this is for all CEOs of any health and wellness business. I don't care how small you are or how large you are. Stop doing it your fucking self. I want to give an example of a call that I had with an individual. She is an up-and-coming health and wellness physician. She's transitioning from a more traditional model into a direct to primary care model. She's not in Georgia. She's on the East Coast somewhere. I can't remember what state she was in. But either way, she was starting from scratch. And as we know, starting from scratch isn't easy. She was leaving a particular setting, like a group setting, going into private practice in a whole new state, starting literally from scratch. On top of that, she was a little bit senior, like not a youngster or millennial that's all quick with Instagram and texting and WhatsApping and whatnot. She ain't one of them, right? So additionally, she has no understanding or knowledge of what it takes to truly market and grow a clinic. What she was doing is she was doing it on her own. And on the call with me, she was trying to get advice on funnels and offers and email marketing and all that good stuff. And I refused to give it. Why? Because she's not qualified. She wasn't capable. What sense is it for me to give information to somebody who is A, not a marketer, B, doesn't have an offer or a product, C, doesn't have a team, D, I could keep going all the way down through the alphabet. What I advised was to hire a marketing strategist to lay out the framework for you, and then we assimilate the team, the go high level expert, the Google Ads expert, the person that knows how to do the custom GPT so you can do your email marketing, the automator. There's so many layers to a digital business and an online business. Hear me, health CEO, be coachable. And I want you to understand that you are not responsible for growing and scaling your business. You are responsible for being the vision above it, but you gotta have your team in place that knows how to grow businesses like yours. Usually what I find in most health and wellness businesses is they're missing very key positions. And I talk about this all the time. I feel like I'm just gonna keep beating it until it doesn't need to be beaten anymore. They're usually missing like a head of marketing, usually a head of like human resources, somebody who's hiring the team and responsible for their happiness at work and all that good stuff. Nobody's perfect, okay? So this is never a judgment here. This is always gonna be a safe space. But I gave you that example, that scenario, because that particular practitioner that had that call with me, she's choosing to take the stairs instead of the elevator. And I am an elevator girly. I'm impatient. I'm the one on your ass driving, okay? Because you go on the speed limit. You have to figure out the route that you wanna take to create your path to success. It's going to be so painful if you, CEO, who have no marketing background, tries to be the head of marketing for your business. In my agency days, back when I had my agency, I used to be the marketing strategist talking to doctors that had no clue of the numbers I was saying. I would talk about CPLs and click-through rates and up, down, left, right. They had no clue. Had an opinion about things that was not founded in facts, but had no clue of what it really would take to build a plan for success, a sustainable plan for success. So CEOs, I'm plucking your nerve here. Even in the infancy of your business, you need to be creating it in such a way that you'll be able to hire the right help that can get you to where you need to be. Marketing is hard. It is not something you just wake up and know how to do. There are people that are exceptionally gifted, but I know I've spent years learning how to be a strategist for multiple industries and multiple types of practitioners. And it's folks like me that care and that give a fuck and that know enough to be dangerous to help you take the elevator. No, this is not a pitch for me. I ain't like that at all. I am here to spread love and light. I'm here for you to look at your team, doctor, health and wellness leader. Do you have someone that is on the hook to make sure you win and is invested in those outcomes? Do you have someone who leans in when you start talking about your programs and your offers? Do you have someone who believes in you, that is supporting you while you grow and scale? I suggest that you get a piece of paper and you start writing out, if you could hire this person, this number two, this marketing guru, whatever, what would they be? Where would they look like? Where would they live? Would it be somebody like me who's a fairy that comes in and floats for 6 months and bosses you around and then off off, I'm on my way? Is it someone that you hire to be on your team as a W-2? Is it someone fractional? Is it courses that you take because you already have the marketing mind and you know you only need a little push, a little edge? Vendors that you align yourself with? Health CEO, I'm asking you. Remember, I don't care about the size of your business. I care about where you want to go. All right. That's the whole point of this episode. It's for you to be visionary, to be coachable, and to align yourself with the people that'll get you where you need to be so you can have the most income and the most impact possible. That's how we get down in this health and wellness entrepreneurship game. Yes? Okay, so y'all make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this podcast everywhere that podcasts are available. Also, holler at me on Instagram. You know, you follow me, I follow you, boo. And make sure you please share it with a friend. I will see you next week on Power Moves, Health Marketing Podcast. We're talking health, marketing, and real life shit.